Hi, I'm Katie Walley, Senior Director at Asda Money. For Talk Money Week this year, we have partnered with StepChange, the UK's leading debt charity, to talk about the importance of talking about your finances. Each day for Talk Money Week, I'll be meeting with lots of different experts to talk about a range of topics, from relationships and finances to how finances can impact your health. Today, I'm joined by Andy Shaw, Debt Advice Policy Officer from StepChange. We'll be talking about all things to do with relationships and money worries and the importance of opening up about any concerns you've got with your money. We'll also be joined by Jasbinder Kaur from Surviving Economic Abuse. Jasbinder will be telling us what economic abuse is and how it happens. Right, let's get started. Do you feel like adults in the UK can open up and talk about money easily?
Talking about money is often very, very difficult for people, especially when you're in difficulty. We have a culture in this country really about not talking about your problems, and that goes beyond finances. That's in all aspects, really, health, well-being and so forth. So when you're in difficulty, it can often be very, very difficult to open up and talk about the things that are most difficult, and finances is often very, very close to the top of the list.
The theme for Talk Money Week this year is money secrets. Why do people find it so hard to talk to those that they're closest to about money concerns?
So I think there's an awful lot of stigma around talking about money problems, and that is particularly the case when it's people who you're closest to, your parents, your other half, your children, for example. We at StepChange speak to people every day who are in that position. They've got themselves into financial problems. They're unable to talk to the people closest to them about it. And that's where they come to a crisis point and they come to people like us for help.
What can UK adults do to relieve the strain of money worries?
So if you're unable to talk to those people who are closest to you about it, then it may be that you want to talk to somebody else, whether that's a GP, somebody in the community, or a debt advisor. So getting advice from an accredited debt advice organisation can be the first step to getting your finances back in order. And actually, if you've done that, if you've got into a position where you do have a plan moving forward to sort your money out, then you may find it easier actually to open up to the people who are closest to you, because you can tell them you've got a problem, but also that you've started to take those first steps to put a solution in place as well.
And now we're talking to Jasbinder from Surviving Economic Abuse. So Jasbinder, explain to us, what is economic abuse?
Economic abuse is a form of domestic abuse that often accompanies other types of abuse. 95% of women who experience domestic abuse report experiencing economic abuse. It's particularly reinforcing emotional abuse and isolation. An abuser may restrict how you acquire, use and maintain money and economic resources. For example, not allowing you to turn on the heating, giving you a minimal food budget, or denying you the use of your bank card. Economic abuse often occurs alongside other forms of abuse. It's commonly part of a pattern of behaviour called coercive control. We know that nearly 2 out of 5 UK adults, that's 39%, approximately 20 million people in the UK, have experienced economic abuse in a current or former relationship. And that's according to research done by the Cooperative Bank and Refuge.
Has the pandemic caused a rise in economic abuse?
When the country first went into lockdown, we were very concerned for the victim survivors who would be trapped at home with perpetrators. In response, we began a rapid review of the safety needs arising for victim survivors of economic abuse. We surveyed victim survivors and the professionals supporting them. We heard how measures taken to protect society from COVID-19 were misused by abusers to control and frighten current and former partners. In the review, Surviving Economic Abuse found 72% of victim survivors said their financial situation had worsened as a result of the abuser's actions during the outbreak. 79% said the abusers had attempted to control their finances during the pandemic. And 84% agreed that they were worried about their access to child maintenance as a result of the abuser's actions during the pandemic.
What can those in a financially abusive relationship do to get help?
We know talking about money with a partner can be challenging. But if you feel fearful or concerned about the consequences, these can be warning signs that something isn't right. Everyone should have control and knowledge of their own finances, and if a partner is preventing that, it could be a sign of economic abuse. If any of these things are happening to you or someone you know, help and information is available. A good starting point would be to have a look at the information available on the Surviving Economic Abuse website at www.survivingeconomicabuse.org. If you're in immediate danger, call the police on 999. If you're not in immediate danger but have concerns about your safety, you can also call the National Domestic Abuse Helpline. Their number's 0808 2000 247. This is a confidential 24-hour service run by a domestic abuse charity.
Thank you very much, Jasbinder. Thanks for joining us today. We're here every day this week for Talk Money Week, talking about hints and giving information about managing your finances. Special thanks to Andy from StepChange. Tell us where we can find out more information about your charity.
Yep, stepchange.org, that's our website. Lots of useful information on there about managing your finances and also our free online debt advice tool.